what kind of a name is Alchemilla too? It's like a flower. It's like, oh, pretty. You know? I don't know. No, Alchemilla's a fine name, I guess. Certain people like it. I don't necessarily, but
when we first decided that it was going to be Alchemilla, Tom Buckley was playing bass in the band. It was Joe, myself, Tom, Erin, and John.
Tom Buckley used to be the bassist for Alchemilla as Alchemilla the band. We were in his bedroom in Roxbury.
We used to hang out over his place a lot. Him and Rich Savoy from South Marvin. Yeah, they used to live together on Mass Ave. And some benders over there every weekend.
It was like right when we were kind of getting together and realizing that we were a band and writing songs and stuff like that.
I think the two other names that came up were Lazy Jane and Silver Hollow.
One of them was Lazy Jane, and the other one was Silver Hollow.
And those weren't very popular.
Alchemilla was our favorite song to play at the time. It was like the tightest song that we had, and Tom actually was the one that suggested. He's like, why don't we just call the band Alchemilla?
I think one night at some party, everybody decided that was what the band name was going to be, so I showed up to practice the next day like, hey, we got a band name, great! And that's about as much thought as I've ever given it.
I always thought Alchemilla had something to do with alchemy, so the lady I work with bought me this book, The Last Alchemist. But Kat tells me it's a plant.
That means little magical one.
magic, right. And then Alchemilla, like, yeah, like little magic fun. No.
Literally it means, hey, it's us, we're here to play a show. But other than that, I don't really know what it means. I should probably look it up.
The first time I ever sang was in a play in high school, like freshman year. And I remember like, I had the song that I was gonna do and I was like, Mom, I was like, stand in the kitchen and I'm gonna like, stand in my room and sing it and tell me if it sounds okay.
Played piano for a few years until I realized I didn't like it. Stopped playing, ended up playing the piano again a few years later, played the trumpet all through high school. And then probably when I was about, I'd say 14 or 15, decided to pick up guitar just because I wanted something louder.
You get addicted to it, you know, like you just start playing more and more. And then when I was first learning how to play guitar, I was just always playing, you know, like every day after school, was like playing nonstop.
The mid-'80s, I was listening to a lot of Iron Maiden, Megadeth, Metallica.
I was really, really into Metallica. A friend of mine was playing guitar, and I picked it up through him. I was using his for a while, and then got my own.
When I was in high school, I was way better at piano than I was at bass, and I just liked something about bass, and now I've gotten better at bass than I am at piano.
I have an uncle that plays drums too, but he had nothing to do with my drum playing. He could have something to do with my drinking, but nothing with the drum playing.